Alright, so at this point, you are probably aware that my wife Ginger is pregnant. If not, it means you're just now tuning into our show, and in that case, welcome. Regardless, we did the big announcement. My wife Ginger is pregnant. Talked about potential names. Ruby, Penelope, Violet. Not bad, but Violet Colonimus sounds like a medical procedure. And now it's time for the big gender reveal, and I'm very excited to say that my wife and I will be having Isn't that awesome? Yes, somewhere in this sonogram is a schmeckle, which means we are having a boy. A boy. Who would have thought? Well, nobody. Seriously, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, everybody thinks they have this accurate way of predicting what the gender is going to be. But they can't. For example, if you're craving dairy products like ice cream, then it's a girl. If you're craving sour products, then it's a boy. Untrue. How about the way a woman is carrying? Some say if you're carrying low in your stomach, you're having a boy. Others say if you're carrying high, you're having a boy. Some say when you're carrying it sideways, or left, or right. What about your boobs? If they're sagging, you're having a girl. If they're sideways, you're having a boy. If they're up, who knows? But it's all just really untrue. My mother-in-law, Dawn, even did something called the Italian ring test and concluded that we're having a girl. Well, I am happy to say that for the first time in history, my mother-in-law, Dawn, is wrong. But I'm not gonna rub it in. But having a little boy makes me remember how I was raised. An athlete at such a young age. Put me in cold. I'm ready to play. Not to mention, a fashion icon. And the picture of masculinity.
A princess.
But I find the best thing to do when you have questions about fatherhood is to ask your friends. Well, since I don't have any of those, total strangers will do. Do you guys have a son? Do you guys have a son or just a daughter? Are these your sons here? I'm expecting a son. I need some advice. Do you guys have a son?
We do, yes.
You do? What do I do?
Don't eat too much.
Why?
Because you're going to gain weight.
You gotta kind of let them do what they're gonna do.
Really? That sounds dangerous.
Read to them every single night.
Does it depend on what kind of a book?
It doesn't matter, anything.
Stephen King.
No.
How old are your 3 boys?
I have a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
That sounds like no chaos whatsoever. Give him freedom.
Absolutely.
Whatever he wants to do.
Well,
Play with that knife.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to grounding kids.
I think we've only done it twice.
Watch out for the girls, stay away from them.
Expect a lot of messes.
I don't like any of those things. Baby boys are worse than baby girls.
I'm going to say absolutely by that.
They have it just, when they go, it just goes everywhere like a sprinkler. Febreze.
Although we do all the natural stuff like vinegar,
Right.
stuff like that, because they
The house must smell like a salad. As my wife and I prepare ourselves to have a little boy, there are a few things we need to still consider. For example, a good name, some fine outfits, and since we live in New York City, which high school he will go to. Apparently, we need to start looking now.